There are 10 things that I think that new home service business owners waste their money on. Here are 10 really practical things that you can avoid spending money on within your first year of business. I think the first thing is wasting your time on a mission statement or a vision. If you're just barely starting out in business, I think your vision should be make money and your mission statement is by any means necessary. Fancy branding and logos are a total waste of time for your first year of business. You're not fooling anyone. Everybody knows you're new. They can tell that you're new. Spending a lot of money on branding or a logo is not going to make a difference for your business. I would just use a free Canva logo, ask your friends what they think, and then move on. You can always change it later. Spending hours and hours and days hiring a branding agency to think about a name for your business, especially if you're in the home service space, is just a waste of time and money. I would just pick a name. No one's going to remember it anyway, but they will remember you. Here's a template that you can use. Just use a positive adjective, the service that you provide, and the location. So for example, Power Landscaping Michigan, powerlandscapingmi.com. Business cards, I can't remember the last time somebody asked me for a business card. Don't waste your money. Wrapped vehicles and fancy equipment. I really don't think that, wrapped vehicles is a great marketing tool. I think maybe you'll get 1 or 2 customers a month, but I'd much rather pour that money into advertising through Facebook or Google. Social media, don't go out and hire somebody to run your social media. Don't invest a ton of time in this unless you're really planning on going all in. I would just keep it simple with just some before and after pictures, some client testimonials. You don't need to hire a videographer or editor. Again, this is for your first year of business. In the future, it might make sense, but your first year is all about survival. Expensive uniforms, I don't think you need to go out and do the Nike embroidered uniforms or Lululemon or anything like that. If you really want something, it's a cheap $15 to buy a name tag from a trophy shop just in your local town, and then just buy a generic, $10 polo from Walmart. An expensive an expensive website, a custom website, $3,000, really not necessary for your first year. I would just get an off-the-shelf website with a lead form and you'll be totally fine. Card.co is free. I use Booking Koala, which is I think $57 a month, something like that. Custom CRMs, again, good idea and absolutely necessary in the future, but in your first year of the business, you can really just use a Google Sheet. Just make sure you're updating it and make sure you're following up manually. And then office staff and admin help. I get asked a lot when people should hire a virtual assistant or any type of admin help. And I would say definitely don't do that in your first couple months of business because you don't know what you're doing, right? You really have no idea how to run this business. And so you can't really train somebody else how to do it. So I would say as soon as you get to the point where you can no longer respond to all the inquiries and get everything done, that's when you should hire somebody because that means something's working, right? And that means you probably figured it out. So I would conserve your cash and make sure that you can do everything on your own before hiring help.